We got one case down today. Busy day. I was on call overnight. Finished with an emergency case last night. Had to add on a couple cases today. Already had some elective cases. Then I got clinic at 1. So we'll find time to eat lunch, hopefully in between. But yeah, long day. We'll see how it goes. All right. Second case of the day. I was driving here for that emergency case that I was telling you about yesterday, and I was sitting at a light, and this car zoomed past me, full probably 90 miles per hour, and just blasted through a red light. And as that was happening, a whole bunch of cop cars started coming after it, and I was like, oh man, this is like a high-speed chase happening right in front of my eyes. I was like, these people are crazy. They're like, they could kill somebody. It's just nuts. And I started thinking about it. I was like, man, this is like what happened to me when I was a kid. I was 15 years old. I had stolen a Cadillac, and I was going to pick up my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, who was standing outside of her brother's apartment, pregnant with my son. I made an illegal U-turn. Lo and behold, behind me was the police. And they went to pull me over, and I just blasted off. And my wife is here standing outside, pregnant, and she sees me go by, probably 80, 90 miles per hour, and then the police following. So it was like insane. And I called her up immediately, and I said, Rosina, why in the world would you stay with somebody like me? I was like, this is crazy. It's like these people are nuts, and I'm just reflecting on how crazy I was. Like, I'm a different person, but it's still, that's just, I don't know. And she was like, it's never too late. I can still leave. Anyway, but yeah, that happened yesterday. It just made me reflect on, how crazy life is and how different things have ended up, That's my wild story. All right, about to start the case now. So just finished second case. Got another case to do before clinic starts. Got about an hour and a half before clinic starts, so hopefully this won't take too long. About to start the last case before clinic. Running a little bit past schedule, so afraid I'm probably going to run into my clinic a little bit, but we'll just reschedule, or we'll just have the folks wait, and hopefully I'll get to this case and be able to start clinic on time. Fingers crossed. I hate these masks.
Well, thank you to you.
Laparoscopic cases, gallbladders, appendixes, small bowel, all kinds of stuff. We go in there through little incisions, and we remove whatever disease organ is there laparoscopically without having to give the person a big open incision. So that's what we've been doing mainly all today. A bunch of laparoscopic stuff, giving people nice outpatient surgeries where they get to go home afterwards. Can't talk the details about the case just for patient health protection, but I could just say that that's what we've been doing today. All right, so just starting clinic, got a whole bunch of people waiting because we ran over a little bit in the operating room. So let's bang this out. Okay, that was our last patient in clinic. Now we got to run and see some consults. Let's go. So when I'm on call for surgery, typically what I end up doing is kind of juggling around my clinic responsibilities with my elective cases. And then sometimes you get emergencies that kind of break up things. So sometimes I just have to break away, go to the emergency room, see what's going on. If someone needs emergency surgery, just kind of work them in. Kind of got lucky today, didn't have any emergencies that interrupted my elective stuff, but we got a few people that I have to see to figure out if they're going to need surgery or not. Could be all kinds of stuff, people with bowel obstructions, gallbladder disease, appendicitis, you name it. Mainly stuff in the belly though. All right, so we just finished with the ICU patients, had a couple consults there. Now we got a couple more floor patients to see, and then I think there's one more in the emergency room, and then might be able to get going. We'll see. All right, so we just finished seeing the consults on the floor, and now we got to run to the emergency room and see a couple more people. Looks like it's about 5:03 now, so making pretty good time. Trying to get home to take care of Marcus so Rosina doesn't have to do it. We'll see how it goes. All right, so all done with consults, and I'm gonna try to make it home to help Marcus with bath time, and we'll see if I get called for any more emergencies. Fingers crossed. All right, so that's it for today. Hopefully I don't get called back in for any of the consults, but if I do, you know, it's the nature of the beast. Off at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Long day, but it's kind of par for the course. Not too bad. Did a lot of good work. All right, I live like an hour away, so time for Marcus's bath time. Time to get some food in, and then hopefully I won't get called in. Still on call, so you know how that goes.
Hey, Shiki, you know? Oh, Ronnie.
Look at it, it got all over me.
What?
It got all over me, the toothpaste. It got all over me.
Are you for real, buddy?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Look at
bro.
this crap all over me. Exploded.
Do you hear me? Talking to you. I cuss you harder, I cuss you blue. Ocean,
Marcus, hide your butt cheeks. I shaved his face, at least his mustache.
You're clean.
You know?
You're clean and shiny.
Yeah.
You don't have remote control?
What?
You have remote control?
Well, got called in. It's like 10:30 at night, so gotta go see somebody in the emergency room. I'll let you know if I'll be back or not. That's kind of the nature of the beast. Like I said, sometimes you just don't know what's going to come up, and you just gotta go in when there's an emergency. All right, I was at home chilling, just watching TV, eating some snacks, but got an emergency call. There's a patient in the emergency room that's got a problem in their belly. You can't say the details, but I can just tell you that there's some things you can't really figure out on a CAT scan. If someone has a really bad, dangerous problem, you've got to be able to examine the patient. I'm going to see him right now, and I'll kind of give you a little bit more detail afterwards as far as what that entails. But pretty much, you got to examine somebody's belly to be able to figure out if they need to have emergency surgery. There's some things that you just can't wait on, and if you wait until the morning to take care of them, bad things could happen. Sometimes you got to take them to the emergency room, or to the operating room immediately, and sometimes you can watch them and just treat them with antibiotics. It just depends on the nature of the problem. But physical exam is one of the most important things. CAT scan just kind of gives you a clue as to what's wrong. But pushing on their belly and being able to determine if their situation is an emergency is figured out in person. There's been a lot of talk about artificial intelligence being able to take over certain jobs and stuff. I think we've been able at Hopkins to be able to like have AI figure out how to do like a bowel anastomosis. But I don't think AI is going to be able to come in, see a patient, and figure out if they need to have emergency surgery or not, and then take them to the operating room. So I think my job's secure for a little bit. So thankfully, this is one of those situations where it wasn't an emergency, didn't have to run off to the OR. But sometimes, you gotta come in to figure that out for sure. This way I could sleep comfortably knowing everything's fine. There's certain subtle things you could do on physical exam to be able to figure out if somebody has a really bad emergency. One of those things is it's very subtle, but just looking at the patient, you can tell if they're super uncomfortable or not. And then if you just bump into the bed a little bit, what will happen is if you move the bed and you jar them, they'll feel like really bad pain. That's the first sign that there's something really bad. In this situation, thankfully the patient didn't have any findings on exam that were concerning for an emergency. Sometimes you could have emergencies that can be treated with antibiotics, and sometimes you need surgery. And this is one of those situations where no surgery for this person today. But I got one more person I got to see, and then I'm gonna head back home, and hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep. It's almost 11:30, so not bad timing. And I didn't speed to get here.
That's what they all say.
All right, man, so we just saw this last patient. Now I can head back home. Look at this, it's so late. Starbucks isn't even open yet, or it's closed. Yeah, we need a 24/7 Starbucks. We need to advocate for that. All right, so we'll see how it goes. If I get anything else by the morning, I'll let you guys know. But otherwise, hopefully I'll be able to lay my head down for a little bit and get a little bit of sleep. I called in for another consult. It's 6 in the morning. Of course, it'd be about an hour before my shift is up, but that's how it goes. So gonna see them, make sure they're okay, figure out if they need surgery, and then try to get back home. All right, so just saw the last consult. It's like 6:37. Fortunately, they didn't have to have surgery, just needed to see him and figure out what was going on. We're gonna head back home. All right, so about to see sunrise as I'm driving back home. Shift ends at 7 o'clock. It's just about that time. So hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Subscribe, and feel free to check out my author page if you have any interest in my memoir. It's www.jamesharrisjrmd.com. Links below. All right, have a great day.